So hey everybody, it's Stacy, and it is August um, 13th, 2005. We're having some technical issues with a lagging internet. I'm waiting for Dawn to log back in. It seems a little sketchy. So there's Dawn.
Is that better?
That's better.
All right, maybe it was probably me.
I don't know. And there's D-Root, right on time.
Solid.
So it must have been your connection. So anyway, I was just telling the audience it's October 13th, and I was getting started, and I was waiting for everybody to join me. So here we all are. How are you guys?
Can't tell you how excited I am because it was either Major League Baseball, Cardinals versus Cubs, or you guys.
Wow.
I'm okay. Or the debate, right? You could have watched the debate.
Yeah, that could be a little boring tonight, but yeah, I could have.
You're better than the debate.
Come on.
So,
Wow.
Dawn,
Root.
D-Root. I know, I'm so excited. Okay, so first of all, I want to say thanks. And we have you on because you are going to be at QuickBooks Connect, and you have a bunch of you have some neat sessions. And unfortunately, I think some of the sessions that you're doing conflict with some of the stuff that I want to do because I want to go to some of your sessions. So, first, D-Root. We need to let our audience know and I keep calling you D-Root. It's actually Darren Root. So, Darren, why don't you introduce yourself to our lovely viewing audience and tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, everybody. I'm Darren Root. What do I do? That's complicated.
I'd say what do you do?
Some people would say not much. I think it's a bunch. What I do is I run an accounting firm still in Bloomington, Indiana. I run a company called RootWorks, and we help accounting firms across the country. We have about 600 firms nationwide. And lastly, we're launching a new online magazine, well, actually a print magazine at QuickBooks Connect. So this will be the first group to know, Dawn,
Awesome.
called CPA Life.
Nice.
So we have print edition at QuickBooks Connect, but also the digital edition will launch then. It'll be digital all the time and probably print once a year.
Wow.
Nice.
Awesome.
So this will be your first. This will be your first edition, the first edition of it, right?
Yeah, it looks really good too. We have a great cover article. It's going to be fun. It's all about living a better accountant's life. And it's not technical. It's not your normal magazine. Not ads plastered everywhere. It's about doing fun things and having a lot of fun and living a better life.
That's awesome.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited to see it.
And so when you launch this at QB Connect, are you having a booth or like how is that going to work out?
Well, can I let all the secrets out right now?
Oh no, sorry. Okay, my fault.
No, I'm totally down for it. It's fine. Oh, you're such an interviewer, Dawn.
I apologize.
See, we asked the hard-hitting.
Cry in a minute.
We asked the hard-hitting questions here.
You do. Yeah, I think everybody that's there is going to get a copy of the print edition. That's my guess. So that's
a nice guess. Mm-hmm. I like that.
So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm really excited about QuickBooks Connect. It's going to be a lot of fun this year.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I can't wait. So my next question was that. Oh, there's a cat. So if you have anything to drink, you should take a drink, Darren, because I have 4 cats, and so every time, there you go, buddy.
Is wine okay?
I only have water. Take another drink, because every time you see a cat, you have to take a drink, whatever you have.
So this will be better than watching baseball, honestly.
Yeah, I swear. I have 4 of them, so I'm a cat lady, and so they're always kind of in my way.
You tied all those circles together for me when you said that.
Right, yeah. So, well, that's what I do. I have like 4. Oh my gosh. So, I guess my question about the show, the magazine, is when are Dawn and I going to be on the cover?
Oh, that's a good question. Wow.
That's what you're not.
I mean, that's my first question, is when we're going to cover. And my second question is going to be, when do we get to start writing?
Well, the first assumption, you're assuming that you're not on the cover.
Oh!
And probably as soon as you want to.
He's so cute.
I know, right?
Are we talking about the cat now?
No, that's a girl cat. So, okay, so then, all right, so I'm really excited about that. We won't bug you anymore about that because it's going to be a big, huge deal. Jim is on the show. We're going to talk to him in just a minute. He looks like he's kind of getting his camera going. So what are the sessions that you're doing at QuickBooks Connect? I know you're doing a few of them, aren't you?
Yeah, I have, well, we got what might be a really fun announcement, so hopefully there's some fun stuff. Well, first of all, we're announcing the firm of the future. That'll be cool. So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be in the main session, as I understand it. I'm teaching a session on really building a firm to get the life that you want. That'll be a fun session. And then I'm doing 2 large firm sessions, one on new services beyond the traditional tax and accounting, and the other one on how to be a leader in the tax and accounting profession.
So what would your audience be? Obviously large firms for your large firm sessions, but could smaller firms come? I mean, is it, if you're a smaller firm or maybe you're just starting out or whatever, is it going to be worth it for them, or should they maybe wait?
First of all, I'm not a large firm guy, so how I end up in large firm sessions is yet to be determined. So I hope I'm relevant in there. I think it'll be okay.
You're always relevant.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Facebook the other day.
Tell my wife that. I'm always relevant.
Always.
I will. Will she be at QuickBooks Connect?
Yeah, she will.
I'm going to tell her that. I'm going to be like, hey.
Asking the harder questions. What if it was a surprise and she was going to be wrapped up with a bow and stuff?
The only reason she wants to be there is for Oprah. So, you know, and you guys and Oprah.
Well, yeah, and us, right. Well, us and then Oprah. I mean, I'm assuming that's the draw. Like, QB show, well, hello, and then, oh, yeah, Oprah and Jessica Alba.
Right. Who's Jessica Alba?
Oh, I'm sure, you know what, ask your boys. I'm sure they know.
I think they're trying to come to QuickBooks Connect, last I knew.
So they can get a glimpse, be in the same room as Jessica Alba. I can't wait to hear that. So that's really exciting. So the firm of the future, what are you guys doing with that? How is that going to roll? Are you bringing out all of the finalists? Are you bringing out just the winner? What is that? And how do you guys tell everybody about that? Because that was interesting. I'll say that. Like, I'm very shocked that I made it into the top 20 there, because my video was a last minute, like a very not planned. I didn't write it out. I didn't script it. And apparently I also didn't do any editing like almost everybody else did. So tell everybody about the Firm of the Future contest.
You know, it was awesome. There were so many incredible creative videos in there, including yours.
I know. I saw all of them, and I was like, oh.
This was fun. It was. I mean, I think it was sort of new, the way the entries went in. We had lots of entries, so that was a lot of fun. You know, I give Jim McGinnis a lot of kudos for you know, kind of making this happen, and the whole concept of Firm of the Future. So if we ever get him to join in here, we'll give him proper kudos, and he can tell us how it's going to all play out on stage, maybe, because I think he's probably the guy.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I'm very interested. Because I'm sort of well, I think he's here.
I am. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Do you not have a camera? If you don't have a camera, then it's okay.
Yeah, I think my camera is here. I'm looking at it. The green light is on, but when I see the little Google Hangout symbol on the right, it's got an X. So.
Well, it's not because of anything I'm doing. I'm not hiding you from the broadcast or
denying access.
Yeah, I'm not restricting at all.
You'll never know. You never know what you're going to get on the other end of a camera, do you?
We have no, well, like we used to have a screening. We used to be able to screen people before we would bring them in, and we don't have that option now. So you get what you get with the camera. It's pretty fun. Woody, we love his background because at least he doesn't look like he has bugs on the walls. At his old house, he had like 2 spots on the wall, and it looked like he had bugs.
You want to scratch it off.
Yeah, you kind of did. Yeah. Jim, do you wanna like try logging out and try logging in to see if your camera will work, or are you cool with just being sort of a benevolent voice from overhead?
Yes, if the sound is okay, I'm probably better doing this lest I have some sort of connection problem.
That is perfect. So what we were talking about, and I love the fact that you and Darren are on tonight together, and we were just talking about the firm of the future, and I know this isn't really on our list, but it's a nice way to kind of bring you in. But Darren was talking about announcing the firm of the future winner at QuickBooks Connect, and do you know when that's going to be at all? I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you know when it's going to be or how that's going to roll out? I'm dying to see who it's going to be. I know that it's not going to be me, but I mean, I would assume. I don't know, but I'm dying. How is it going to roll out? Just tell me if you can.
Yeah, that's a great question. So we're totally excited about this. As you know, we've been running the contest with Darren's help. We have the expression that I love is that the future's here. It's just not evenly distributed. So we made a call out to see who out there is already in the future and we can learn from. And we got tons of entries. We narrowed it down to a small group of finalists. And we have our winner. And the winner is... Just kidding. The way we're going to roll it out is I have the privilege at my keynote speech on the first day. We will announce the winner, and because one of the prizes is all expense paid trip to QB Connect, they're going to be there. So we'll have a chance to bring them to the stage and let them share their story a little bit. So I'm really excited. Or your story. Who knows, Stacy? I mean, I really can't say who won.
I think I would know, and I'm just going to say. And also, when I submitted, I emailed as many people as I could and said, I don't expect to win this, and I really don't want to, is what I was very specific about, because I felt like if I did win something, like, it would, like, somebody would call, like, shenanigans. Like, you know, and plus I've already been to Hawaii. You guys sent me there to do Firm of the Future in 2013. So I don't need to go back.
But you'd love to. Well,
I'm so excited. I just can't wait to see the person who wins. I'm just really, really excited because we know so many of those firms that are on that top 20 list. So I'm just dying. It's killing me to find out who it is. So, and I know you can't say.
And all the finalists, as you know, the videos are up on firmofthefuture.com. And so if you ever have a down day or you want to find somebody else who's got it all figured out, just go there and flip through and watch the videos, including yours, Stacy. They're just so inspiring to hear the accountants talk about how they're making things happen.
They don't have to watch mine.
It's good,
I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. And the reason why I'm going to say that, and I'm going to show the page while you're talking, is because there are so many other great videos on there, and I'm actually showing the Firm of the Future winner page. If you go to Firm of the Future, you'll see. I'll just back up. So you just go to firmofthefuture.com, and then right here at the very top it says visit contest winners page. But there's so much great content. If you scroll down, there's a lot of really good content from really smart people on here. And there's D-Root, there's Jan, there's Doug, so a lot of people. But if you click here to visit winner page, this is where all the videos are. And I would strongly urge people to watch all of the ones and not mine. Because because there's so many amazing videos, and they're all edited so wonderfully and so adorably and very, very creatively. And I am sitting on my deck in R2-D2 pajamas. I mean, full disclosure, those were my pajamas, and I had not even had coffee yet this morning, so or that morning. So I would say go ahead and watch that. So Darren, before we get into digging into stuff with Jim. Is there anything else you want to tell us about your sessions? Is there anything special that's happening in them, or can you give us a little tidbit of what to expect in some of them?
Probably one of the biggest things that we're going to be talking about is a concept of $1 million firm. We've designed a whole program around being $1 million firm, and I'm going to really kind of unveil all of that in my session. Not the large firm session, but the regular session that I'm doing. So that's a lot of fun. The whole concept. So just a little teaser. What we're going to do is show how easy it is to generate $1 million, and how easy it is to put 45% of that to the bottom line. And doesn't take any particular set of skills to accomplish that. Anybody that's at QuickBooks Connect ought to be able to accomplish that. And I'm just going to show you how to do it.
I love that, and I hope that's one of the sessions that I want to go to, so I'm hoping that it doesn't conflict with anything else that I have to do. So I really want to thank you very much for coming on the show. We'll see you in a couple weeks. So I know you have a really difficult choice in choosing. I know it was really hard for you to choose, to give up the debate, but Dawn and I we're pretty irresistible.
It's really the 9th inning of the Cubs-Cardinals game that is slightly tougher than the debate at the moment.
I know, I'm just kidding. All right, well, I'll let you go watch the game, and thanks for coming on the show, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Good to talk to you. Good to see you. See you in a couple weeks.
Bye, Darren.
Bye.
See you, Darren.
That was nice to jump on.
I know. Well, he was scheduled, and so we scheduled both of them. So, Jim, how are you, buddy?
Excellent. Great to see you, even if you can't see me.
His face is killing me. Okay, I'm not going to lie, Jim. I'm looking at a gray screen with a camera, and I just want to see your face. And you know what? It kind of gives me like this.
Oh, I have an idea.
Makes me even more excited to see you at QB Connect.
I know.
I feel like I can hear you, and you're just almost here.
No.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a picture of you.
Yes.
No.
I'm going to find a picture of you, and so when you are talking, I'm going to screen share, and I will show that, and so that way and this is a really nice picture. I don't know when this was taken, but this is a really nice picture. So I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to show that while you talk, and then I'm going to ask you a question.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So my first question is, could you introduce yourself to our guests who are in our audience who may not know who you are? I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Thank you first for having me. This is very fun for me. We've been doing various forms of the QB show for a long time, so it's great to be here. That's actually an okay picture. I can live with that. I have a grin on my face just about like that.
You look so happy. That's why I picked that. I love this picture.
This is 9 months ago, before the QB Connect Planning Committee. Right? So this is not in the thick of it.
That's exactly right. So my name is Jim McGinnis. I have been with Intuit for about 5 years. I lead the accountant segment now, is what we call it. Formerly the accountant and advisor group. And basically, I'm responsible for the accountant experience, both internally and externally for Intuit. So I get close to accountants, I try to understand what they need, and I represent their needs to all the good folks at Intuit. And then externally, represent what we're trying to do with Intuit for accountants. So that's my role, and I got to tell you, I love it.
Well, and I want to tell you that as one of those accountants that you represent, I think you do a freaking kick-ass job of it. So I'm not gonna lie. I was when Jill Ward first announced that she was leaving, I cried a little bit. I was a little bit in panic, and when I found out that you were kind of stepping into that role, I was so, like, I even told my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that Jim is taking on this position. This is going to be amazing. And he said, I have no idea who these people are. And I said, I know you don't, but I do, and I'm so ridiculously excited. So you do such an amazing job, and I just want to thank you for just taking care of us the way that you do. You do an amazing job.
Well, that's very, very kind, Stacy. Jill's an awesome leader. She was my boss for 3 years. I love her dearly. She's doing great in Boston with her family and working for a company called Fleetmatics, leading them. It's a SaaS logistics company. She's having a lot of fun with that. We stay in touch regularly, but I was really excited to continue the journey with accountants for the small business group and for Intuit, and we've had just so much fun over the past couple of years.
Yeah, just amazing job. So I just want to say thanks. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. On behalf of.
Yes, all of us accounting nerds. All of us QuickBooks nerds out there and accounting dorks. I appreciate it. So getting into QuickBooks Connect, I want to ask you a personal question. Why are you excited? Not as like an Intuit person, but just personally as you, Jim McGinnis. Why are you really excited about this year's show and the speakers that you guys have lined up?
Yeah, great question. I got to tell you, the main reason I'm excited about this year is because last year was so successful.
Oh, yeah.
I got to tell you, we knew last year was going to be good, but we were on pins and needles. Would we get lots of accountants? Would the experience be good? Would they interact with the small businesses and developers? All those things are known now, so I can basically relax. We are going to have thousands of accountants there, which will be exciting. Lots of small businesses and developers as well. We have an amazing group of speakers. Some coming back from last year, people who are fairly obvious, like Scott Cook and Brad Smith. Bill Rancic is going to host. I don't know how you feel about him, but I know a lot of folks that think Bill's hung the moon. So he's great, and he's going to be there. We're going to have some top names from other worlds. I think you mentioned them with Darren a little bit, but Jessica Alba, who I'm very excited to meet and understand what she's doing with the Honest Company. We're going to have, Robert Herjavec, I think is the way you say his name.
Herjavec, I think. I watch a lot of Shark Tank. That's the only reason why I say that.
Yeah, and I don't get to watch as much TV as I wish, so I read names like that and hoping I can remember how to say them. We've got Brian Grazier, who is part of Image or Imagine Entertainment, which is very exciting. And the big one that we just announced last week, that, if you haven't heard already, Oprah Winfrey's going to be there, and that's just...
People are losing their minds about that. You realize that, right? Like, losing their minds.
She's such a role model. I lived in Chicago for a number of years, and she's changed so many people's lives. She's made such a difference. She's pulled herself up, and gosh, when you think entrepreneur and small business, she's done so much with her own company and her own brand, but she's also done so much to help others. So we're really excited to hear. And this isn't going to be a meet and greet or an autograph session. This is going to be Oprah sharing her stories that are relevant to small businesses and accountants on how she got started, how to run a business, tricks and traps. I mean, she's going to be giving really practical advice. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm looking forward to having enough pull into it that I actually get to meet her in person someday, maybe. But no, I'm serious. It'll be great fun to have her there.
So I know that a couple of people wanted me to ask you today while we had you on the show. I know like Martha Stewart last year, she did, what's it called? What am I trying to say? A book signing. Yeah, those things that you read, these things that you read. I was struggling to put words together there. So Martha did the book signing last year. Is Oprah going to be doing anything like that? Or no? Is she like just going to be speaking and then out?
So Oprah's a big enough name that the terms of her engagement are not only very tight, or she's a busy lady, but also I don't even know those terms. So I'm hoping that some or maybe even many will get a chance to interact with her personally. I think when she sees the energy and excitement there, she may break her own contract and find a way to mingle with the crowd a bit. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I do know one way you can find out.
Okay.
You can come to QB Connect.
Oh, I'll be there with little tiny bells on my feet.
I'm going to have a ton of bells. Like, I have a bag of bells I might bring with me. A bag of bells.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm really excited. Like, every week I'm like, it's like Christmas. It's like the 21 days of Christmas. Or is it 25 days of Christmas?
I need to create a countdown.
You got to do a countdown because, like, every day you guys are announcing something new, and it's like you got to pay attention to see what's next that you guys are bringing to the table. Like, that's what I like. It's been really fun. I've had a really good time watching all, and I'm so glad you don't just go, here's who's coming. Like, this lead up to the QB Connect has been like really exciting, and like holy crap, I'm so excited. That's probably not what most people say, but it's just really exciting, Jim. You guys you're doing it so right.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's fun to space out a little bit and keep the excitement going, and we really we just can't wait to get everybody there. But I got to tell you, the celebrities are awesome, but for me, the real stars of the show are the accountants themselves, who come in not knowing really what to expect, but instead discover old friends. They discover chances to connect with small businesses. They go to the learning tracks, and they learn things that they didn't know that can really accelerate their practices. The whole thing for accountants is themed around the firm of the future. And so there's going to be real practical advice and CPE credits, for that matter, for accountants. So it's great to come see Oprah. It's great to be there for the Goo Goo Dolls. But, it's a real learning opportunity for our partners out there, and we can't wait to see them all.
And that leads me to this question, you mentioned you were really excited about the accountant stuff. I am also very excited. I'm doing something that I just started doing this year at Scaling New Heights, which is totally not training people on QuickBooks Online. I'm doing like a work-life harmony session. Dawn is helping me with it. We did it at Scaling New Heights, so I'm ecstatic to do that. But what are some of the other accountant-focused things that are happening? Like, what's going on with your keynote? What can the accountants expect to hear? And then what are some of the other kind of, accountant-centric focused special things for them? You know what I'm trying to say.
I do. Absolutely. So, just on some of those topics, in my keynote, I'm going to outline again the firm of the future. I want to share with folks how Intuit is thinking about that in partnership with some of the industry's best thought leaders. We'll be talking about things that we see as trends in the industry. We have the privilege of working with accountants all around the world at various stages in their firm development. So some of the upcoming trends, we're going to talk about how those trends impact the industry. And then we're going to give some practical advice on steps that firms can take. I'll be sharing things that we've done, such as the successful launch of QuickBooks Online Accountant, the accountant's version. I'm going to talk about some of the things like wholesale billing that we think every accounting firm should take advantage of. But we're also going to have some new product announcements, Stacy, where I'll have the privilege to share some features, upgrades, improvements to both to QBO, to QBOA, and also to the Pro Advisor program. And I'm not going to say what those are today because we want to encourage people to come and hear it first live and be able to ask questions. Then all of those things will be featured in our learning tracks, where we'll have Intuit employees and product managers demonstrating the new features and functions. We'll have our partners there talking about what's new in their offerings and how they integrate better with QuickBooks Online than ever. And then we'll just have some great speakers who are industry thought leaders. I think of Ron Baker telling us what's the latest on value pricing and how to take your firm there. We're going to have some marketing experts talking about how to get your firm connected and expand your presence online. And we're going to have some great firm leaders who are already out in front there to answer questions on tricks and traps and that kind of thing. So it's just going to be so much fun. The biggest complaint that we're likely to have is that too many things to do in too little time. Wish it were longer. Wish they could be in two places at once. And then finally, I don't know if you're a Goo Goo Dolls fan, but we're going to close it out with a concert by the Goo Goo Dolls on November 3rd.
I'm not going to say I'm not a Goo Goo Dolls fan because I don't know that that would be true. It's not that I'm not a fan. It's just that my heart, I mean, my true, I really love Rush. So I was really hoping that the band was going to be Rush this year, but I understand. You guys are maybe saving that for maybe next year because they've been on I know they were on their 40th anniversary tour, so they're probably a little booked up. But, you know, maybe next year when they get done with their R40 tour. I'm fine with that. I'll wait.
Concert that you don't know about.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe, who knows? You know, maybe we should ask them if they'll open for the Goo Goo Dolls. Do you think if I could sell that, I could sell ice to Eskimos, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But but I'm really excited because I will say this, like, last year it was Train, which was amazing, and they kind of just were on my radar. But I really like them. Like, I bought their latest album, like, after QuickBooks Connect. I was like, this is really great. So I downloaded the whole thing, and, I mean, I really like them. So maybe I know Goo Goo Dolls. I think I know their songs. Like, I feel like I don't know. I listened to a lot of Rush, man, and a lot of Tool. That's all I have to say.
Well, we'll find a way to get you good and familiar with the Goo Goo Dolls before the concert. And Train.
No, I'm already planning. I've already downloaded some of the stuff, so I'm gonna start listening. I'm gonna be studying it up for the next couple weeks. So
and it's a total small venue. I mean, we had accountants up on stage with Train last year. That was just
wicked cool. People have a great time. I mean, you don't do anything little.
No, that's exactly right. We love our accountants so much. We love our customers so much, and you know, we just start to have fun. It's hard to say no to anything. So I think people came up to me afterwards and said, you know, I feel like this has been a really good value, and I just smiled to myself because I know what we invest in it, and yes, it's a very good value. I promise you that.
It's a very good value. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, and what I want to say too is, like last year with Train, they acted like they were not like a huge band. They didn't act like they were as big of a band as they are, is what I'm trying to say. They really put on that show with the intimacy of kind of like a wedding band. Is really they had fun, they were relaxed, they were just really awesome. And so I can't wait to see Goo Goo Dolls this year. I have one more question, and then we'll let you go. So for the people who are watching in our audience, whoever is watching or listening, however they do this, a lot of people listen after the fact, but basically for our general audience, the ones who went last year, what do you think and they're kind of maybe on the fence about coming this year, what's gonna be different about QuickBooks Connect 2015? So, you know, why should they come back? I know I have many reasons, but I would like to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, you know, I just got to say, one of the things I've loved about working with Intuit all these years is that we're all about improvement. And so we had a great show last year. We did a lot of things really well, I think. And yet, the main reason to come back is that we've improved things. So we're going to have more time for people to interact. I think we've organized the learning sessions better than ever. We're giving a little more time to each of the speakers. There was some feedback that, my God, you had so many speakers up there. They went by so fast, it's all a blur. So we've spread things out a little bit for folks. You know, we know from long experience that the key to success with this kind of thing is lots of fun and delightful surprises along the way, whether that's speakers we haven't announced yet or little pop-up events that are happening during the session. It's just going to be a great learning experience. You'll learn new stuff. We've advanced the idea of Firm of the Future. That's true. But you're just going to have sort of certainly once a year, but probably once in a long time, chance to have just a great time with your friends, with your colleagues, and with other people who are in the midst of the transition to this new world. It'll be great fun, Stacey. I can't wait.
I know. Well, I have one more question. I lied. I have one more question. Are there going to be any hammocks this year?
Any hammocks?
Yeah, there
No.
were hammocks last year, but I never got a chance to get to them.
Yeah, I think that they're going to do things differently. So
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
Is I'll get with Chris Repetto and I will find out whatever our next phase of great for the hammocks is, and I'll make sure we reserve you a spot, Stacy.
A parking spot. It's kind of like a parking spot.
It's totally okay.
It might be bean bags. It might be a futon. There's just no telling what we might do.
I could do a futon. It's not, the thing is, like, it's not like I'm gonna have time. I'm doing way more stuff at this one than I can't wait. Like, I'm not gonna have 1 second really to kind of breathe and sit down and I'm fine with that. Like, until Goo Goo Dolls take the stage, and then I can kind of chill out and relax. So, I just got to find some. I already wore the mermaid pants last year. I'm gonna have to find something different for this year.
Costume. You can wear that Darth Vader costume, and no one will even know it's you.
Oh, the Darth Diss?
Yeah.
Darth Vader shirt with all of his emotions?
Just the Darth Vader costume. Like,
no, that would be too hot. Too hot. I'm just saying. I would suffocate.
Jim, you're not my father.
Right.
Yeah, I can't wait for Star Wars to come out.
I know, I can't either. All right. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Absolutely.
We will see you in a couple weeks. We did see you today.
Well, sort of. I feel like I'm so excited just to see him.
So let me close just by thanking you, Stacy and Don. You guys do such an amazing job with this and so many other venues. I know we work you pretty hard, and I appreciate everything you do on behalf of our accountant partners and QuickBooks generally. So thanks a ton. Keep it up, and I can't wait to see you in a few weeks.
All right, we'll see you.
By the way, you're giving out a discount code, right, Stacy?
Yes.
I did. I think I already posted it on the interwebs, on the Twitter.
Awesome.
If not, I think I did.
Yep, I see it.
Perfect. So now I'm gonna go see if I can't get my Google Hangouts video camera to work. Have a great evening, guys.
All right, thank you.
Cheers.
So cute.
I know. That was a good show. I'm really excited. So that's gonna be
his profile thingy just fell down when it went down.
What?
His like professional in his suit picture like appeared for 1 second.
Oh yeah.
Square thing. I'm pointing at it. Can you see it? It's right here.
Yeah. 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 So, do you want to just end it there, or do you?
Sure.
Do you have questions? If you wanted to answer a question, or we can just say, "Hey,
everyone, enjoy."
Well, there's baseball on. Is there some sort of big baseball game on?
No, because the Cubs already won. They beat the Cardinals, but there's a lot of other things, I guess.
Well, there's a debate that's on.
I know.
Aren't the Mets?
It's actually
what's going on with? Wait! I know this. What's going on with the Mets and Dodgers? Is that what's happening?
I'm not. I thought the Royals were in it. I have not. Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I know a little bit more about what's happening with?
Well, you might.
Then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's yeah.
Oh yeah, Mets and Dodgers are up. Yep.
See?
I'm proud of you. I can't. I mean. Okay, let me ask you. Where are the Dodgers from?
They're from LA.
I'm shutting my computer off because I'm stunned right now.
That was like my mic drop. Like
seriously, I'm so impressed. What about the Mets?
I believe New York.
2 for 2. You're actually 3 for 3. You're strikeout. I'm impressed.
I think we should just end it.
Yeah, before it gets ugly.
But before I screw something up.
Yeah, because that was awesome. I'm proud. Right. I love your shirt.
Thanks.
Peace.
Bar. I'm just trying to do a show about QuickBooks.